Hey everybody, so I just thought I'd put a little bit of a different video up today. I have a buddy coming over and we're playing some X-Wing, or excuse me, Armada, Star Wars Armada, by the same company that makes X-Wing. I ended up getting some Armada stuff, I guess, in the last month, and I've played a couple of games, like the intro game and then one other standard game, and I've really enjoyed it. And part of the reason why I got into this was because I really enjoyed X-Wing and what Fantasy Flight has done with that, and so I really wanted to try this out. Also, one of my friends that I play a little bit of X-Wing with, he really liked the idea of the capital ships and the bigger game, sort of scale type game better, where you have both fighters and capital ships. And so we've tried it and are really enjoying it, and I've actually gotten a couple of other ships since then just to add to it. So I'll just show, we're using, because I don't own like a large star map, something for this size game. I only have really like I guess it's a 36 by 36 for X-Wing, or maybe it's a 4 by 4 as a star field. I'm actually just using the back of one of my regular mats just as a big black sheet for it. It actually works pretty good. The bad thing is that because it's a grippy mat, it actually tends to, and it's black, it not only collects stuff, but it tends to show it up pretty well. I use one of these sticky rollers that you use to take like cat hair and stuff off your shirt, and I run it over it. And I think in the end it actually ends up looking pretty good. I'm also thinking at times of maybe even trying this as like a black top with buildings on it for like a superhero game, in addition to other solutions. And so, yeah, it's really like a cheap way of having like a not half bad, quick surface area to play on. So when you actually get the game, you get a Victory class Star Destroyer and 6 TIE fighters. I'm playing Rebels, as you can probably see, and you get 4 X-Wings, which are these guys with the starter set. So they're 4 squadrons. You get a Corvette CR-90, which you'll recognize from like the first movie, Star Wars, and then you get a Nebulon B, which is also in a number of the movies as well. So that's actually kind of a nice little starter. So like I said, you get 4 of these. And then what I ended up getting is the Squadron pack, which gives you a lot more X-Wings in addition. And so let's see, I had said it was 4, I think. And so you get 2 more X-Wings, because there was 3 of these were part of that. So yeah, you get these 2 X-Wings, you get 2 Y-Wings, 2 A-Wings, and 2 B-Wings as far as squadron fighters. I picked up the expansion set, which gives you another CR-90 and then some other cards and things that you can use with it. And I picked up the MC-30C frigate, which is a nice ship that gives you a lot more different options as far as ships go in the game. It's very different than the other ones that are in the set so far. Much more powerful up close, still maintaining lots of speed and just lots of different options. I won't go into sort of the rules of the game, but well, I'll touch a little bit at the end why I like it so far. And then one of the better ships I think that's been released in the game, as far as like in the game. And then I like the model. I think this is one of these models that people either like it or they hate it. So I think just like in X-Wing that they've done a good job with the models. This is the assault frigate. In this case I took the Mark IIA, but it's their assault frigate, which basically, just these guys are really fast. So they have a lot of maneuverability. And one of the things about the Rebels in Armada versus the Imperials is they are fast and they focus heavily on squadrons. They have really good options with squadrons. Whereas the Imperials or the Empire have really, really, good Star Destroyers, and in general their ships are quite beefy and have lots of firepower. So this was one of the first ships, I think it was in Wave 2 where it came out, and it actually gave a more powerful ship for Rebels to lean on and use. Although unlike the Imperials that have a lot of frontal assault, the assaults are to the sides primarily, which that's also the case with this ship. it has really high assaulting from the sides. And so, for a really evasive, fast ship, that can be good because you're kind of trying to circle away and not take things head on. So far, I'll just mention that today, I have a number of different lists I've calculated up to try, but today, because I've never tried this ship yet, I'm using the assault frigate, I'm using the MC-30, and then I'm using one Corvette A in the game I have today. I believe off the top of my head, I have a smaller fighter squadron list than I started with last time, but I am using Luke Skywalker today, as well as 2 A-Wings, and I think 2 more X-Wings, which is not half bad, but not a huge amount, actually. So yeah, so just like these here with that. So yeah, this is the Armada, what I've got so far. I actually really quite like it because if you look at the ships, you actually have shields that you're managing. So you have a squadron component to this game with fighters, both attacking each other and ships. You have like capital ship to capital ship fighting. You have, shields that you're basically using in evasive maneuvers, tokens, and sort of like command abilities with the capital ships that you time and boost. Unlike X-Wing, which uses fixed templates, you have a moving template for, this is only for the capital ships, but you can click twice in different directions. And on your cards for the ships, they tell you not only the speed, but at each speed how many clicks you can do. So it has a variable maneuverability at each speed for each type of ship. And you can change that with special commands and other options in the game. So it has some of the elegance of the fixed templates of X-Wing that I think is excellent. It really makes for a nice, clean, enjoyable movement phase. But it also has some really cool tactical ship commander things where you're adding special ability cards and manipulating shields, and it just makes you really feel like you're moving big ships around in space. And then these guys move really fast, and they move all different speeds for different fighters, but they move in straight lines, and they don't actually have the sort of constraints of turning that capital ships do. So they use a straight standard cardboard piece to move, and then on the other side is the firing, which also kind of gives them that feel of direct, direct movement, and speed. So, yeah. Alright, well, this is just meant to be a quick video just to kind of show off some stuff that I've got here. I'm interested if any of you guys picked this one up and what you think of it. Okay, take care.